If I had to pick like the top 3 things that have made life just better and easier overall, one of those things would definitely be adding a Sunday reset. Now, the day of the week that you do this, exactly what it looks like for you is going to be a little different, but let me walk you through how I set up my Sunday reset, why I do it, sort of the framework for creating one for yourself, and some of the biggest benefits that I've seen from doing this so that you can trust me when I tell you it's absolutely worth the effort to incorporate something like this. Firstly, and maybe most importantly, is that most of us do not want to start a fresh new week with things being a mess. I mean, you wake up on Monday morning and if everything is in disarray from the weekend, it feels like you are starting 2 steps behind. So for me, having the Sunday reset is about ensuring that not only is my space, not cluttered and tidied and picked up, but that my mind is also not cluttered. It's sort of tidied up and everything that I need to deal with for the week is kind of put neatly into its little compartments so that I don't have to start Monday feeling overwhelmed. The theme of my Sunday reset is light. Okay, light as in weight. Light, tidying, light, organizing, light, planning, light. This is, or L-I-T-E, maybe that's what we'll call it, Sunday light. Because Sunday is a day that I want to actually relax, enjoy time with my family. We are not busting tail on Sundays. It's about incorporating something that's both doable, but also actually moves the needle on things and makes a difference. When I say light cleaning, what do I mean? The light cleaning that I'm talking about is things like making beds, wiping down counters, wiping down the front of your refrigerator, maybe giving the toilet a quick scrub around very fast, sweeping, vacuuming if it needs to be done, doing a load of laundry or 2, depending on what your laundry schedule looks like. Maybe if you're behind from the week before, or maybe this is the day that you choose to do bedding for your kids or your bedding, whatever, you kind of have as your base cleaning routine. This is going ahead and helping yourself out with some other things. Again, light cleaning type of thing, nothing super in depth. For us, that includes things like making sure all the garbage cans are empty because our garbage comes on Monday morning. So we have to have all of our garbage hauled all the way down our driveway to the road where we can put it into the big cans where the garbage service comes and gets it. So it's important on Sundays that we not forget to remove the garbage. Otherwise, we are going to have garbage piling up all week until garbage day comes again. Again, this is a great day to mix in some dusting. If you've got ceiling fans that need to be dusted or shelves or things, nothing too strenuous. Again, I want to urge that, but it's just a time to do things that maybe is just not stuff you're going to think about or add into your regular daily things or things that you've gotten behind on. It's light, okay? Light cleaning, nothing too deep or heavy, but enough that you are feeling like you're waking up Monday morning with a tidy house. The second kind of piece of this is your actual planning for the week ahead. This is incredibly important to me because with 8 children and all of the things that we have going on, my husband and I have got to sit down, discuss what's going on this week, who has to be where, what times, do we have the farrier coming out? Do we have any vet appointments? What days of the week do the kids have their various activities? We've got 8 kids and a farm, so we have a lot of things that we kind of have to juggle. I don't like things sneaking up on me. I don't like waking up and my teens telling me that the farrier is going to be here at 7:30 this morning and I had no idea she was coming. I like to look at the schedule ahead. That also helps me to make sure, double check that I've got all the ingredients I need for this week's meal plan. I use capsule meal planning, so most of the time I do, but from time to time there'll be missing ingredients and things like that. So I like to go through and check and just make sure that my meal plan is all squared away, and I can do a grocery order if I need to. I'm pretty lucky this week because my Thrive Market order just arrived and it's like a little Christmas present to me. So I'm going to show you guys what came this month in my Thrive Market order. I have been trying to do a lot of swaps of products. I love Thrive Market. We've been shopping from them for years, probably 4 or 5 years at this point. So if you don't know about them, they are an online member-based grocery store.
store. So they make it easy and affordable for you to get the healthiest products, and everything of course gets delivered right to your door, which is so fantastic for me. I love not having to go to the store and like hunt this stuff down. I've got a lot of things here. I'm testing some new recipes. There's often like ingredients that I want to try. My favorite like salt brand, Redmond, getting these packets of active dry yeast. Sometimes they're just quicker and easier than the canned stuff. Also, this carnitas taco seasoning is amazing. And I made homemade French fries for 4th of July, and that truffle salt is delicious. I got some mosquito repellent, these incense little cones basically, some oils for some of the skincare products, apricot oil, as well as some essential oils for some of the skincare products that I'm trying to make myself at home instead of spending so much money on them. So many good swaps, and everything in your order, it ships for free if you spend over $49, which is amazing. Makes it very easy. Not only are their prices already great, but they are actually having a summer sale right now. So there's really no better time to try Thrive Market. The biggest sale of the summer is happening right now. It's this week actually. So you can save literally thousands on the best products, top products, and use my link, and you will also get 30% off your first order. So I'll put all the details down below in the description box. Win-win. I know you are going to love it as much as I do. It makes healthy swaps and finding even sometimes just like very specific products for your family so much easier.
And again, this is a great time if I want to use my new seasoning packets and go ahead and cook up some chicken. If that's something I'm going to use in a recipe, this is also a great day where you can do some batch cooking, cook ahead for the week. If you know you're going to use taco seasoned chicken or beef or something in maybe 2 meals this week, go ahead and cook that up. If you want to do your own rotisserie chickens at home, sometimes I like to just buy the whole chickens and cook those in the crock pot, because then you can just shred the chicken. You've got it all ready for multiple dinners this week that include shredded chicken. It's one of my favorite sort of time-saving hacks, is to cook the chicken ahead of time, shred it ahead of time, because you can easily warm it up and season it to go with the meal if you want. And it really saves you so much time. Cooking of the protein is often one of the most time-consuming parts of, what you're cooking for dinner during the week. So if there's any batch cooking, making any freezer meals, anything like that that you can add in on Sundays that's going to make the rest of your week easier, that's a perfect type of thing to add into a Sunday reset. The other piece of that can be really helpful is adding in breakfast, like make ahead breakfast. So if you want to make like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, go ahead and make them all ahead of time, wrap them up and stick them in the freezer so that your kids can grab those if it's going to be easier for you. If you've got kids scurrying off to school early in the morning, are there things like that that you can make ahead and put in the freezer so that breakfast time is not chaotic and your kids are eating the types and quality of food that you want them to be eating before they're off to school maybe, or even if you're not sending them off to school, we homeschool, but breakfast time is like a big thing. A lot of our kids wake up very hungry. I'm not hungry in the morning, so I can't necessarily relate, but some of my kids wake up acting like they hadn't eaten in a year. So it's really nice to have good protein-filled options, something they can heat up and get a warm breakfast, and I can save myself the time. Even though a lot of them can make it themselves, they also end up like making a mess and stuff. So if we can just make it ahead of time, then it makes things so much smoother and easier the rest of the week. Really, the Sunday reset is all about like little nuggets, little gifts that you're giving to yourself. By doing some of this work on Sunday, you are gifting yourself that time back and that like stress, you're removing that stress from yourself later in the week. Thinking about even your clothes for the coming week. If you are somebody who goes into an office, maybe what you want to do is go ahead and pick your outfits for the week, put them in a section of your closet, lay them out, whatever you need to do so that you already know what you're wearing. You've already thought through that. That's not another decision you have to make on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. Even if you're not going into the office, but you know that maybe you spend too much time, more time than you'd like, and you just get tired, you don't want to have to think about it. Go ahead and pick your outfits for the week. Decide what you want to wear, look at your schedule, what you've got going on, and set out your outfits. Set them aside in your closet so that you don't have to think about that. Especially if you have a mom uniform. I've talked about making a mom uniform before. I will put the link to that video down below in the description box. But if you've got like a capsule wardrobe or a mom uniform, it can make this even easier and quicker and not at all heavy lifting but it's just saving yourself that little bit of effort and time and decision making later. This is also a great time if you're a procrastinator on certain things. Is there something you can go ahead and solve or do for yourself? Can you go ahead and go through your text messages and clean up your text messages? Can you go through your emails? Have you got a lot of emails piling up that maybe you don't want to wake up to Monday morning? Just go ahead and deal with those. Go through that, delete things, reply to things if you need to, especially if you're like a little bit avoidant. That's a great time because most people are not checking their email and responding. So anything that you've been putting off like that, anything that you can sort of declutter, organize, take care of for yourself, whether that's, like I said, digital things like text messages, emails, stuff like that, messages, DMs, or maybe it's something more like physical in your physical space, maybe like your little area that you get dressed in the morning. You need to tidy that up, clean that up. Go ahead and go through and throw out things that are like real old and expired, and just kind of looking through things and kind of staying on top of the decluttering process. Again, once you've done that like big home declutter, people often forget that it's kind of an ongoing thing. Even when you are discerning about what you're bringing into your house, the truth is that if you've got a lot of people living in your house like I do, stuff just finds its way in. So decluttering is never as deep and intense as it is that first time, but it does require some sort of ongoing maintenance, if you will. So adding in little areas of your home that you can do a little bit of your decluttering maintenance is always a great idea. It's a great little thing to take care of just on your Sunday reset. I like to call it like my puttering around time. I'm puttering, but I'm still getting things done. One of the things that I must do if you work from home, I highly recommend this, is go into your office area and give your desk, your office, the whole room, whatever it is, a tidy. Get it cleaned up, picked up, your desk cleared off, so that when you come in Monday morning to start work, especially if you like bailed out on Friday, you were like, I'm done, and you just like left things as it was, you don't want to come back to that chaos on Monday morning. So if you work from home, you've got access to your desk office, take a few minutes to tidy your desk, tidy your office. I like to like vacuum my rug in here, clean off my desk, make sure everything is like put away. I haven't left any like coffee cups in here or anything gross like that, so that I can come in Monday morning with a clean slate. And really, the most important thing is that you keep this routine simple and realistic, okay? We can't just expect that we're going to solve, if we just don't do our other stuff during the week and then we try to catch up or make up for it, everything on Sunday, it's never going to happen, okay? So this is filling in holes from the week if you can. Hopefully, if we're staying on top of things during the week, this is allowing us to get a little bit ahead, like I said, to kind of flutter around and tidy up and just kind of prep things so that we can start Monday on the right foot and really strong. But it's important that, again, you're very realistic about these things and what you can actually get done reasonably and what is going to be a bigger benefit to you later. Even though something might be bothering you right now, it just might not be the best time to like dump out that drawer and try to declutter it. That's not going to make a big difference for you later this week. What would help you the most later this week? Would it be not having to cook because you've got a lot going on in the evening? That's why sort of taking your Sunday reset is not going to necessarily look exactly the same every week, because it's going to be based on what's coming up this week. So what areas can I give myself a little hand? How can I help future Angie? How can I help Tuesday Angie and Thursday Angie when she's got all these things going on? What could I do now that would make those days easier for her? It's not about overwhelming like deep cleans and all of this stuff. It's really meant to be reasonable, but productive, okay? Moving the ball forward for yourself so that you can actually have a smooth week and not feel behind. There's a lot of excuses that we can make. For me, once I saw the benefit of this, once I realized like, oh man, this is so helpful to me, now it's something that is as set in stone on my calendar as anything else, is that I have my time carved out on Sunday for my Sunday reset. Like I said, it looks a little different every week, just depending on what's coming up. But it's so important to me because I know how much it means for the rest of the week. So I would absolutely encourage you to create a Sunday reset routine for yourself. Do you already do something like this? Let me know. Tell me about it down below in the comments, what works for you. Again, it's like the hive mind, because not everything that works for me is going to work for you. So it's always great to hear from other people what works for them. We all get new ideas from that. So let me know down below in the comments.
Don't forget to check out Thrive Market. Like I said, I find some really amazing products on there. Healthy swaps for all kinds of products, ingredients for making my own skincare and things like that. Whether you are trying to just eat healthier overall or you're looking to make healthy swaps in some of your products, use my link down below so you can get the discount and get 30% off your first order.
I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon.